Um, usually very active, apart from now. Probably friends that you've never heard of that are a bit secretive. 40 years, maybe a bit longer. That's a long time. Strangest place I've caught a carp. I don't know, I'd have a job to answer that. I've fished a lot of places with a lot of strange people. Sonning probably was the weirdest for the people that came along while you were fishing. That made it pretty strange fishing. A fag filter. I caught one off the surface once on a cigarette filter, which is pretty odd. I've had a few. I would say the scariest of the lot wasn't technically on the bank. It was when I was upside down on the bottom of Alsatian Bay at Burfield with a rucksack full of tigers stuck to my back that I thought was going to float, and at the last minute it sunk. Nearly drowned. Twice I've nearly drowned actually. I started fishing with my dad when I was about 6, and we ended up fishing for wildies on a local little pond, and that's sort of how I got into it really. So more than 40 years, going back to the other one. Rugby, absolutely love rugby. Used to play it at school, although you wouldn't think looking at me. But yeah, I'm absolutely addicted to rugby. Maybe not quite so much after England's result at the weekend, but there you go. I go to the lake I'm fishing at the moment, row out to a big island and wouldn't come back. Oh, I've had loads, absolutely hundreds. I've broken a few fingers, I've chopped bow saws through my hand. I've had so many, I wouldn't know which one was worse to be honest, they all hurt at the time. The best 3 anglers I've ever fished with. I couldn't possibly answer that because I fish with more than 3 good mates, and the other ones would get the right ump if it wasn't them. So I'm going to take the 5th, is it they call it? Whatever. Probably, I would say, looking in the net and seeing the black mirror in there. I'd say that probably tops most of it, just because of the length of the campaign to get him. My dog, cider, and a tea making kit. Not an awful lot to be honest, because everything's panned out quite nicely. I'm quite happy with my life. Probably Shaky Dell at Rosebery, and for those that know him, they'll know why. All of it. I think the bite is the most exciting bit. Even after all these years of carp angling, when that buzzer goes, it still nearly gives me a heart attack. So that's the most exciting bit. Packing up and going home. Well, I shouldn't say the going home bit because I like being at home as well, but packing up. This is all about other people, isn't it? I don't really as such. I don't mean that to sound conceited or whatever. I've got friends in carp fishing who I get on well with, and we sort of respect each other. That's about as far as it goes. Tell you a secret. It wouldn't be a secret if I told you, would it? So no, I'm going to take the 5th on that as well. Oh, tea all the time. Coffee's rank. I don't eat carbs, so I don't eat biscuits. Indian. Some of the nights spent in the Horton Lodge. I think we're about 20 of us all used to go to the lodge for massive parties, drink loads of alcohol. Back in the day, smoke stupid cigarettes. I don't do that anymore. And just generally have a right old crack. That linear that lives in that Cambridge caravan park lake, I'd love to catch that. I don't know whether it's still alive. I think it is actually, but yeah, I'd like him. Oh my God, I could write a book on them. I have pulled a lot of strokes, I really have. I remember once having a water authority bailiff type person standing practically on a 3-rod setup, looking for my rods, and he couldn't see them. I dragged the whole tree with the roots and everything and transplanted it on top of a sunken set of 3 rods, and he didn't find them. That's probably the most successful stroke.